My stepmother is obsessed with my newborn and believes the baby is her daughter. When I had my daughter 6 months ago, my stepmother started acting strange. At first it was small things. She'd show up unannounced with bags of clothes I specifically said not to buy. Every single outfit had grandma's girl or nana's princess printed on it. When I politely asked her to stop, she cried for 3 days straight according to my dad. Then it escalated. She got a key from my dad without telling me and started letting herself in. I'd come downstairs in the morning to find her already there, sitting in the nursery in the dark, just watching my daughter sleep. When I confronted her, she said she couldn't sleep, knowing her baby might need her. Her baby, not the baby, not your daughter, her baby. My husband thought I was being paranoid until the day he came home early and heard her whispering to our daughter in the nursery. He recorded it on his phone. She was saying things like, "Mommy's here now. Don't worry. Soon we'll be together all the time, just you and me. You were always meant to be mine." We were horrified. That night, we had a serious talk with my dad and stepmother. She broke down sobbing, saying we didn't understand how much she loved her granddaughter, but she kept slipping, kept calling her my daughter, my little girl, the child I prayed for. My dad made excuses, said she was just excited to be a grandmother since she couldn't have kids of her own, said we were being too sensitive. That's when I knew we had to act. We changed the locks the next day, didn't tell anyone. That same night at 2 a.m., we woke up to someone banging on our door. I looked through the window and saw my stepmother on our porch, still in her nightgown, absolutely hysterical. She was screaming, "Let me in! She needs me! My baby needs her mother!" My husband immediately called his dad while I called 911. She started trying to break the side window with a rock from our garden. That's when our neighbor's lights came on and she ran to her car. The police caught her 3 blocks away. She was still screaming about her baby when they put her in the car. At the station, she told the officers she'd been having dreams for months. Dreams where God told her that my daughter was actually her daughter, reincarnated from a miscarriage she had 20 years ago. She said the dreams were so vivid, so real, that she knew it was true. She said God was giving her a second chance, and we were keeping them apart. They held her for psychiatric evaluation, instead of charging her with attempted breaking and entering. My dad was absolutely devastated when they called him. At the hospital, he finally admitted something he'd been hiding. She'd been in grief counseling after her miscarriage, but stopped going years ago. Then when I got pregnant, she secretly started going back. But 4 months ago, right after my daughter was born, she stopped taking her medications. She told her therapist she didn't need them anymore because her daughter was finally here. The psychiatrist assigned to her case said her delusion was so deeply rooted that she genuinely, truly believed my baby was hers. She'd convinced herself so thoroughly that she passed a polygraph test about it. She wasn't lying to them. In her mind, it was absolute truth. They committed her to the psychiatric ward for a minimum of 6 months, possibly longer, depending on her progress. 2 days later, my dad came to our house to apologize and pick up some of her belongings we'd boxed up. While he was loading her things, the police called. They'd searched her car more thoroughly. In the trunk, they found a packed hospital bag with newborn supplies, a forged birth certificate with her name listed as mother, a fake social security card for my daughter with a completely different name, and a one-way plane ticket to Vancouver dated for the following week. She wasn't just obsessed. She wasn't just having delusions. She had a plan. A detailed, calculated plan to take my daughter and disappear to another country where we'd never find them. The police said if we hadn't changed those locks when we did, if we'd waited even one more day, my daughter would be gone. My stepmother had been watching our routines. She knew my husband's work schedule. She knew when I took my son to preschool. She was waiting for the perfect moment. We're moving next month. My dad understands. He's filing for divorce and getting her the long-term help she needs, but he knows we can't stay here. Not after this. Every time I look at my daughter now, I think about how close we came to losing her. How my stepmother's grief twisted into something so dark that she was willing to destroy our entire family to fill the void inside her.